whispered Disney facts. I wanted to do a triggers video, but I'm running a bit behind on schedule because I was planning to do a bunch of videos during the day, but I have new neighbors and they've had a carpenter in all week who's just been drilling and hammering from like 8:30 in the morning until 5. So I have to record these really late at night, and I just don't have the time to work out like a triggers video and like record the different pieces and stuff like that. So I thought for today I'm just gonna do some whispered Disney facts. A lot of people really liked my mini ears video because they loved that someone did the combination of ASMR and Disney. So I thought I would just do this then, but I'm going to do just Disney World facts. I thought that would be interesting since I went to Florida. Well, since I go to Florida all the time, but I went to Florida for a month in November and spent 2 weeks in Disney, and I'm gonna go back to Disney later this year. So I wanted to just do some facts about that. When I did my mini ears video, I noticed that some people, or a lot of people actually, didn't realize that Disney had more than one park, and in Orlando they have so many. I think they have like 18 hotels or something. So there's a lot of things that I don't know about it either that I thought I would look up. So I have a bunch of different websites that have a number of Disney facts on them. I don't know if I can make it as long as my Harry Potter facts video because I had to do a lot of Twitter for that, and I don't think there's a Disney World facts account on Twitter, but we'll see how far we get. So let's start. It's not a small world after all. At a sprawling 50 square miles, Disney World is not small, not even close. In fact, it rivals the size of San Francisco. Liberty Square doesn't have any bathrooms. In keeping with the historical accuracy of the colonial time period, there are no bathrooms at Liberty Square. However, restaurants such as the Liberty Tree Tavern and Columbia Harbor House do indeed have bathrooms, but technically their bathrooms are in other lands. To maybe explain that if you've never been there, each park in Disney World is subdivided into lands. So in Magic Kingdom you have Fantasyland, you have Tomorrowland. Like Fantasyland would be where Peter Pan's flight is, and the Little Mermaid ride is, and like a lot of the Princess and Princesses rides. And then Tomorrowland is where the Space Mountain is, and Buzz Lightyear's. I don't know the name of the ride. It's like a shooting ride. So there's like a lot of different lands, and you've got like Frontierland and Adventureland, where like I think it's in Frontierland that you have the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and like Splash Mountain, and then you have Liberty Square, where the Haunted Mansion is. And I didn't even notice that when I was there because I didn't need the bathroom there, but apparently the Liberty Square land doesn't have any bathrooms. Secret tunnels are everywhere. We've all heard that there's a secret network of tunnels throughout Disney World. What you may not know, though, is that in order for those tunnels to exist, the Magic Kingdom is actually built above ground level. Florida is at sea level, which means you can't dig down. The only way to go is up. Again, something that is actually not just a rumor, but is true. My colleague who came to visit me for a few days said that her daughter once got a guided tour of the Disneyland tunnels, or the Disney World tunnels, and I thought, well, do you see like rats and stuff running around? And she was like, no, it's like what you have above ground, but underground it's basically like a whole town underground, and they use it for like cast members who get, dressed up in the costumes to move around unnoticed when they want to go to their place. Apparently it's like a whole Disney town underground. There are almost 30,000 Disney World hotel rooms throughout Disney Resort. One of the most disappointing Walt Disney World facts is how little there really is to Cinderella's castle. From the outside, its opulence is without question. On the inside, though, it merely features a restaurant, Cinderella's stable, and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, as well as a highly coveted hotel room that's nearly impossible to reserve. The hotel room was originally designed to be Walt Disney's apartment. Yeah, the castle in Magic Kingdom, there's not much to it. At the Animal Kingdom, you'll have to suck down that Coke without a straw, and be careful not to spill your beverage because you're not getting a lid either. Disney World doesn't offer either at this park as a precaution to the animals. At Disney World, you're never more than 30 steps away from a trash can. As a result, it's one of the cleanest theme parks in America. Hidden Mickeys are everywhere. The Mickey silhouette can be found in decor, table settings, buildings, and numerous other places. Bring your own gum. If you're a gum chewer, you better bring your own stash. In an effort to keep the parks clean, none is sold on site. When the park opened, adult admission was a mere $3.50. Now I think it's $116 without tax for one day. For Americans, if you're from the UK or Ireland, you get it much cheaper. I don't know why. On average, up to 200 pairs of sunglasses turn up at the Lost and Found daily. And there's a lot of oddball items at the Lost and Found. A glass eye, a prosthetic leg, even a body trainer. And all of them were claimed. Visitors like their turkey legs, the novel caveman-sized turkey legs you see people noshing on at the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot. Almost 2 million pounds of those are eaten each year. Apparently, Turkey Day isn't just celebrated on Thanksgiving at Disney World. Watching Tinkerbell fly around Cinderella's castle is an iconic part of any Disney World experience. However, it's much more technical than you may realize. For starters, Tink needs a lot of momentum to make that flight. If not, she has to pull herself hand over hand to reach her final destination. Plus, she has to be Tinkerbell tiny, no more than 95 pounds, as her costume and battery pack weigh upwards of 35 pounds. So, Disney or Magic Kingdom does fireworks, I think 3 or 4 times a week. They were amazing. I am not even ashamed to say that I cried. They were so nice. And at a certain point, Tinkerbell flies from the top of the castle down into, I think, Tomorrowland. And so apparently she can't weigh more than 95 pounds. And she has to gain a lot of momentum because if she gets stuck in the middle, she has to pull herself further down. When I was there, it went very smoothly. Epcot features America's second largest aquarium. At 5.7 million gallons, Epcot's Aquarium of the Seas is second only to the Georgia Aquarium in terms of sheer size. If you've ever ridden the exceptional Kilimanjaro Safari in Animal Kingdom, I have, you'll no doubt have seen exotic species like on the move and in easy-to-view places. How do they always cooperate with guests so easily? The naturalists on staff use a few tricks, such as shooting raisins towards the gorillas and putting honey on the top of safari vehicles for elephants. And that Rock the Lion is leisurely enjoying its air-conditioned. The zebras and giraffes, however, are free roaming and even cause roadblocks at times. Yeah, I did that safari with my colleague and her husband, and there were a few giraffes running around, and they were really like running everywhere, and the tour guide said that he'd never seen them so active. And one of them, like, we were driving on a path, and one of them ran right in front of our van to cross the street, well, like the path. surprised. None of them even looked at us. They were just like running around. I don't know if they were playing with each other or just, I don't know, but it was wild. They were just running around us everywhere. Same kind of with the rhinos. The rhinos were getting really close to us too. Okay, one of little known Walt Disney World facts is that the screams you're hearing on the ground and around the park aren't real. Some of them are, but to induce an even more terror-filled allure, the majority of what you hear has been pre-recorded. They're talking specifically about Tower of Terror. That apparently the screams you hear while you're waiting for it are not all real. Main Street, USA isn't so patriotic. American flags are required to be raised, lowered, and flown at half-mast due to regulations. As a result, each flag on Main Street, USA is missing a star and a stripe so they can be flown permanently. Oh, alright, I get it. I was like, I don't get that. Okay, so they're missing a star and stripe, so they're not fully fledged American flags. And that way they don't have to lower them or put them at half-mast at any time. Alright. Both Animal Kingdom's Expedition Everest and Disney's Hollywood Tower of Terror are built just shy of 200 feet. This is due to the fact that any building over 200 feet would require red flashing aviation lights, and they're built at exactly 199 feet. Man, Disney's clever. A lot of Walt Disney World facts are impressive, however this one might take the cake. Did you know that when the park opened, it welcomed an average of 10,000 visitors a day? These days, the park sees upwards of 50,000 a day. Sadly, when the Pirates of the Caribbean was being built, an Imagineer named George was killed. Legend has it his ghost haunts the ride to this day. Cast members say "Goodnight, George" at the closing of each night as a superstition to prevent ride closures the next day. I've heard this one before, and I don't know if it's true or not, if they actually do that. But I will say that the Pirates of the Caribbean ride breaks down a lot, like more than it should. One of the odder Walt Disney World facts is how many people wish to have their ashes spread at the park. It's such a common phenomenon. Disney World has cleaning protocols in place for this exact occurrence. Oh, that's a little bit creepy. Okay. Disney's Hollywood Studios was a real studio in its original form. Disney's Hollywood Studios was a real studio, not a theme park. Shows like the Mickey Mouse Club were filmed there before it was transformed into its current iteration. During the holiday season, more than 1,500 Christmas trees are on display throughout Disney World theme parks. In addition, there's miles and miles of garland used to turn this park into a winter wonderland. Over 500 trees around Disney World theme parks started as acorns from the Liberty Oak, the featured centerpiece of the Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square. Epcot is more than just a theme park. In fact, it's a real working garden producing over 30 tons of fruits and vegetables each year for park visitors. There's actually a ride in Epcot that takes you on a little boat through the greenhouses and like through the aquarium and stuff like that, where they show you everything they grow, and they say that basically all restaurants in Walt Disney World are use like their produce. The park is always open. Disney World has closed only 4 times since opening in 1971. The first was for Hurricane Floyd in 1999. The second was for the terror attacks on 9/11, and the third was a power failure in 2002. The fourth was for Hurricane Matthew in 2006. Interestingly enough, it took less than 30 minutes to evacuate thousands of guests on 9/11. I don't know how old this website is, but it closed last year as well. Or, yeah, Hurricane Irma was last year, right? It closed then as well, so I guess in the meantime it's closed 5 times. Another of the Walt Disney World facts related to 9/11 involves Epcot. Its American Adventure Pavilion is home to an American flag taken from the rubble of the Twin Towers from the 9/11 attack. Oh, I didn't know that. U2 was the original choice for the Hollywood Studios rock and roller coaster. They declined the offer, and it's now Aerosmith. If connected end to end, Mickey Mouse ear hats would span over 175 miles. Mickey Mouse has quite the fashionable wardrobe. Almost 300 pieces fill his closet. Minnie's, with around 200 pieces, is tame in comparison. Okay. Disney World was opened for the first time on October 1st, 1971. There are around 52 million people who visit the resort every year. Disney World features some golf courses, 2 water parks, 27 themed resort hotels, a camping resort, 4 theme parks, and 9 non-Disney hotels. Oh wow, I was way off with my 18 hotels. It has 27. I know that Disney World in Florida is huge. You drive in and you have so many other companies located there that supply to Disney. And you have Hilton hotels and Radisson hotels and the 9 non-Disney hotels. But then on top of that, you have 27 actual Disney resorts. And I know the camping resort, you can bring your own camper van, or I don't know if you can actually use a tent. I guess you could. But it's meant for, is that what you call it, a camper van? I'm trying to think of the word now. An RV. That's what I'm looking for. It's meant for RVs because each space is like a place you can hook up for electricity and water and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be, I guess, like a posher way of camping because, yeah, the camping resort is cheaper than an actual hotel, but being in Disney, it's still not that cheap. So in 1971, Disney World had its first theme park called Magic Kingdom. In 1982, Epcot was opened. That's the year I was born. That's mad. In 1989, Hollywood Studios was opened, and in 1998, Animal Kingdom was opened. In the 1960s, Walt Disney developed the complex, and at that time it was named the Florida Projects. There are 2 water parks in Disney World. On June 1st, 1989, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon was opened, and on April 1st, 1995, Disney's Blizzard Beach was opened. There are many other attractions that you can find in Disney World. They include Disney's Wedding Pavilion, Disney Springs, Disney Quest, which is now closed, Disney Village Marketplace, ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. Disney Springs is what used to be called Downtown Disney. It's really nice. It's huge. It has a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants. It used to have just Disney stores, like souvenir stores and Disney themed restaurants. But it's expanded a lot, and it now has an actual shopping district. It has a Sephora and a Pandora and all these different shops, and it has regular restaurants now too. And it's just nice if you're at the end of a theme park day, or even if you want to avoid theme parks for the day, just go hang out in Disney Springs. It's really cool. Disney World has 4 golf courses. The young golfers can go to Oak Trail. Electric carts are not allowed on this course. Other golf courses are Disney's Lake Buena Vista, Disney's Magnolia, and Disney's Palm. Okay. It cost $400 million to build the original Disney World, and And so far, up until May 2017, so and a lot has happened since, it already cost $3.5 billion to build Disney World. The first guest of Walt Disney World was William Windsor Jr. For all you Americans out there, I don't know if he's famous. I don't know who he is. Disney World had 26 attractions on opening day and 10,422 visitors. Magic Kingdom opened as the first part of Walt Disney's planned Florida project on October 1st, 1971. It was the only theme park on the resort at the time and opened concurrently with 2 hotels, Disney's Contemporary Resort and Disney's Polynesian Resort. The park opened with 23 attractions, 3 unique to the park, and 20 copies of attractions at Disneyland. That's interesting. I didn't know that Disneyland in California was older. Also, the Contemporary Resort is the oldest, but it is today the most expensive resort to stay in. You easily spend $1,000 a night in that resort. So that baffles me too. I thought it would have been a newer resort. The Polynesian is probably the 3rd or 4th most expensive, which is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. That I'm really surprised at that the Contemporary Resort is the oldest when it's the most expensive, but equally Peter Pan's Flight in Magic Kingdom is well, not by far, but it's one of my favorite rides. And I was telling my colleague that, and I said, oh, I don't remember this being here like 7 or 8 years ago. And she said, really? Because I think Peter Pan's Flight is one of the original 23 attractions that they opened. And I Wikipedia'd it, and it was indeed opened in 1971. So for it being one of my favorite rides, and I thought it was so well built, I literally thought it was really new, but it's one of the oldest ones. So the Seven Seas Lagoon, located in front of the Magic Kingdom, is actually a man-made lake. The soil that was excavated to construct was used to build up the ground level for the construction of Magic Kingdom. When the Magic Kingdom first opened, Disney was planning on an attendance of approximately 100,000 guests, but in fact, the opening day attendance was only 10,000. Main Street, USA was inspired by the town located in Marceline, Missouri, which is where Walt grew up. There are pipes underneath the Magic Kingdom in the util door that use pressurized air to jet trash to its final destination at over 60 miles per hour. The Magic Kingdom Park, located in Orlando, is spread over an area of 107 acres, which makes it larger than Disneyland in California. The tallest structure in Magic Kingdom is Cinderella's Castle, which is 189 feet tall. The second tallest structure is Space Mountain, which is 183 feet tall. In 1967, Disney purchased Cinderella's Golden Carousel from the Olympic Park in Maplewood, New Jersey. The carousel was originally built in 1917 by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, one of the most prestigious carousel companies. 90 of the horses are from the original carousel, hand-carved from wood. In addition, there are 11 fiberglass horses made by Disney. The Big Thunder Mountain Railroad took 10 years of planning and 18 months of construction to complete. Oh, here's another thing I didn't know. Pirates of the Caribbean did not open until 1973, 2 years after Magic Kingdom opened. Originally, Imagineers thought Pirates wouldn't be popular in Florida due to its proximity to the Caribbean, but guests demanded it, and it quickly became the most popular ride at the park. Now, this is probably just me not knowing this. I thought that this ride was based on the movie. But I don't know if there was an original Pirates of the Caribbean out, and if the Johnny Depp one was a remake, or if the Johnny Depp one was the original. But I again thought it was maybe like or 15 years old. I had no idea it was built that soon. The Haunted Mansion uses state-of-the-art omni-mover vehicles called Doom Buggies. They call them Doom Buggies on the ride, but I thought they just called them that because it's the Haunted Mansion. I wonder if that's the actual name of it then. That's weird. Oh, here we go. In conjunction with the release of Pirates of the Caribbean, the attraction was renovated to add several characters from the movie, such as Jack Sparrow and Hector Barbossa. That's where I'm confused, because the first time I remember riding that ride was after the movies were released, and I definitely know that Johnny Depp is in there. They just renovated it, apparently. Okay. Splash Mountain in Adventureland features a 5-story free-fall plunge at a 45-degree angle into a splash pool at a speed of 40 miles per hour. Cinderella's castle is made from no stones at all, even though they appear to be stones for the outside walls. The entire castle is actually made out of fiberglass. At Disney World, you can't help but be happy. The whole place is set up like Fantasyland, including plenty of friendly faces, fully costumed characters, and there is even a smell that can only be found here. Not one thing goes unplanned around here, not even the scents in the air. On Main Street and many other parts of the park, smellitizers are set to go off every so often, releasing the scent of vanilla or freshly baked cookies. Cinderella's castle was built in 2006. It is located within the theme park and is so splendid you can't even book a night there. To sleep in the royal room, you have to win a contest hosted by Disney. The Magic Carpets of Aladdin features a camel that spits water at passing park goers. Many are fooled into thinking this electronic machine just has great aim, but think again. There is actually someone paid to sit nearby the camel and operate it. When the operator thinks they can hit passing guests, they command the camel to spit. There are 3 places in the United States where you can find a presidential seal. One is in the Oval Office, another in the Hall of the Liberty Bell, and the third is located right in Disney World's Hall of Presidents. When walking down Main Street, USA, look for the USA Firehouse. Just above this location sits a secret apartment. Despite its deep appearance, the lake that hosts the Fantasmic attraction is only 1 foot deep. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. I tried to find different websites with facts, but a lot of them had like just written articles that weren't like divided into facts. And a lot of them were also like when it was built and how many visitors it had and things like that. So I think that's really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Someone asked me if I could do a Legend of Zelda facts video, which of course I would love to do. We all know how much I love the Legend of Zelda, but do let me know if there's any topic that you would like to hear some facts on, and I will be sure to include it. So as always, thank you so much for your support, and if you like this video, please give it a